What's good, chat? Welcome to the Chi Challenge. I am your boy Chi from the Bronx, and welcome to the new episode. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when we drop a new episode. Peace.
Yo. 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 Don't take it personally, I gotta get money, you niggas ain't worthy. Rayban saying that I get to the work. Each beat gets murked, we cheat that skirt, repeat that hurts. Giving no mercy, preaching the church, each verse is holy. Would do it myself, but I hate being dolly. Cheating up back 2 Tuesday morely. Took his time, found me a rollie. Steal that shit, you don't need it. Let me beam that shit, no remix. Let me clean that shit, explicit. If you are my dog, then you gotta fuck with it. I'm with your bitch, she gave me the dick, but we already fucked 2 times, no kidding. Came in the mouth, man, I love when we sin. I'm making it out, I don't care about the villain. Real talk, I was locked inside. From way out, I was locked in pride. Don't wanna hear about nobody that tried. I just wanna hear that everybody died. Real talk, I was locked inside. From way out, I was locked in pride. Don't wanna hear about nobody that tried. I just wanna hear that everybody died.
I'm in the cut. 2 birthdays and you know we outside. In the cut. 2 Ooters and you know we gon' slide. Ain't talking money, you ain't taking my time. Shorty a dime, she say I'm a vibe. Shorty just get into the ride. Pop me a perky, a 10 and a 5. Stay lit up. She looking zesty, she with her best. She make me look like as fuck like I'm Wesley. She make my heart melt like Marcel's a mess. I am her junkie and she is my Fenty. A soap opera with many endings. 4 chokers, since 11 I ain't been sober. 2 felonies all for the coca. Kick back like I'm playing poker. Drip like Noah. I'm with the savages up in the booth. Beats getting bodied and this is the proof. That's where the buzzing, we buzzing, that's true. And the numbers is looking like oof. Shorty a baddie, I'm ready to scoop. If she know my buzzes, I'm fucking with you. I'm on her body like what we gon' do?
Grammarly now uses AI to help you write, not just revise. Type a prompt and Gen.
Let's get to
I got you cheating, you say what? Sitting on one shorty and that's a foul act. Then why you freaking and linking like you cheating right now? Like in all the stories is all like the perfect bus and make me wanna cry. Spin the block, I wanna slide. The sand and make me wonder why. I thought we end up in Dubai. You not my girl, so baby bye. I thought we end up in Dubai. Spin the block, I wanna slide. The sand and make me wonder why. You give me grizz, I saw you kissy with your mizzy, kissy. After I was popping tizzy with the retros and the drizzy. I feel you busy. I see you busy, you's a liar, that's Lizzie. Do
I know him, yo, who is he? And my talent could get litty. Don't fuck around, yo, I'm silly. Hits like Diddy in my city. If he knew better, he'd be witty. Avoid the semi, shorty feel me. She my Cardi, she my Whitney. I'm her Bobby with the shotty in the lobby at the party getting busy.
Spin the block, I wanna slide. The sand it made me wonder why. After we end up in Dubai. You not my girl, so baby, bye. After we end up in Dubai. Spin the block, I wanna slide. The sand it made me wonder why.
What's good today?
Shorty, what a waste now. Shorty, you a fake one. Pass me a yellow and take one. I'm on the block till the day come. I'm on the block till they come. My dirty little bang till day gone. Thinking about you and my days gone. Shorty, what a waste now. Shorty, you a fake one. Pass me a yellow, I'ma take one. I'm on the block till the day come. I'm on the block till they come. My dirty little bang till they gone. Thinking about you and my days gone. Thinking about you. Shorty, you be what I mean it. A relationship is bulimic. Have my heart feeling anemic. Sipping the lean like a demon. Fading, it feels like I'm dreaming. Won't see you, won't see me. My ops sling, they won't be me. They mad that I am on TV. The cap think it's all easy. Got me breathing all wheezy. You know I'm the golden like Weezy. I'm not too chi, I am Chi-Chi. She always back, but she leaving.
Never sturdy,
she creeping. Gone a month here a weekend. Depressed cause I'm actually leaving.
Shorty, you're a fake one.
Shorty, you a fake one.
Pass me a yellow, I'ma take one. I'm on the block till the day come. Love this one, guys. If you don't know about this, I'm putting you on, Chad. This is hood poetry. Shorty,
you a fake one. Pass me a yellow, I'ma take one. I'm on the block till the day come. I'm on the block till they come. My daughter's go back till they gone. Thinking about you and my days gone. Thinking about you till my days gone. Got me locked up like
what it do, Chad? We live on YouTube. Don't pull up.
To the things gone. Sound like a lame with the same song. You know, but in the Bronx, you taste home.
Yeah. I wanted us to be together. You looking lame and lucky as ever. Yeah, I think that I don't like this shit.
I'm glad I
Never really wiped the bitch. What it do, shouts to It's a Wobbler. You already know EST on the motherfucking chat. Let's go. Playing some intro music so everybody can get hype. We gotta put that intro music so everybody can get hype. One more song, chat. One more song, chat. This one right here. Spotlight. We've got to put a spotlight on all these fake people. We are going to tackle all you bomber claps. We're coming to break down your empires. Real talk. Let's go. Shout out to my team. In Tune Perspective, the gang. We the ones.
Let's go. I'm not conforming, mine is a savage. I've got no happiness, it's just baggage. All of the chaos, all of the madness. Believing in traces, that is not average. Mine is discouraged, how could this happen? We living like mavericks. They got to my girl, she a bad bitch. I'm in UK, chilling with drillers, I'm moving the package. Man, don't get sprayed. The killers, I move with the cartridge. I'm on the block with the baggy. And the Wrangler with the army. With a red dot in your head like a Gandhi. I won't stop till I give a Ferrari. To my auntie, who's like my mommy. I got some issues, but I am not sloppy. My aim is steady, so please don't get cocky. I got an ox in Dominican poppy. Montana, no more the pain with the oxy. They making fun of me, but they copy. How can your loyalty live when you're oppy? How can you sleep when you know you ain't got me? My Uda slide on the block like they rocky. My Uda slide on the block like they I'm on the block with the grip and the thugs. I've got 2 felonies dealing with drugs. She said she loved me, but she left with them. Why would she trust with the shit that they done? Thought it was us.
Now she fucking with them. Let's go, chat. Welcome to today's episode, guys. We are live. It's the Cheat Challenge, guys. It's your boy Cheat from the Cheat Challenge, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Getting calls on live. Not usual. This is unusual, but we're gonna take it anyway. What it do? What it do? What it do? Wagwan. What's You already see, chat. We live, baby. Paul, we live. I got so much shit for you guys. Please do not tune out of this, motherfucker. This is where you want to get tunnel vision. This is where you want to get stuck. If you're smoking that muck, this is where you want to get stuck. So everybody, grab your beers, grab your drinks, grab your Long Island iced teas, your lemonades, whatever the fuck you sipping on, whatever the fuck you drinking. This is not for little kids. All your children should be put to bed. And if they're not sleepy, put the motherfuckers in the room with some fucking Teletubbies, because it's about to get crazy, chat. I got some shit for you, and we're gonna start off with a bunch of shit. We got Whack 100 exposing badges. We got Juice WRLD's girlfriend talking about that he ain't died, that somebody killed him. We got the Sway brothers, but we might not even watch that shit. And on top of everything else, yo, we got fucking Drake with the ICEMAN episode 1. I don't know if you guys caught this. I caught it. I don't know if you guys caught it. And I'm gonna tell you, I'm fucking confused. I don't know what I was watching. It for a second, it was like, isn't this the same motherfucking wheelchair Jimmy? Why the fuck is this cringe? He should be like the best actor, but then I think he was an actor in Degrassi, and Degrassi is Canada. So this is not like some shit where it's like, this is some pop culture shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't fucking Sesame Street we talking about. This is not the Disney Channel. We not talking about motherfucking Nick at Night, bro. This is fucking Degrassi. And I didn't digest it properly when I was already giving him his accolades as an actor. But I'm going to tell you something about Drake. Drake, you're going to have to prove to me that you're a good actor. And I think that you probably had me when I thought you was a gangster rapper. And I was like, yeah, he might be a gangster rapper. But that's acting. But here's the bad part about the acting part. And when it comes to the acting, you're not doing really good. I don't want to offend you nothing, because you've been wheelchair Jimmy before I even took my first acting class in Humanity Studios. Shouts to Humanity Studios. This is not a selfish plug, but shouts to Humanity Studios and Shay Delin. She is one of the best acting coaches in the planet. And she would look at this fucking Drake shit and she would have to explain it to me if there's something there that was theatrical or artistic, or in a way that it was like interpretation of like perspective view of like modernized visual auditory composition absence with no subject matter that I might have missed. Something educational, I'm saying, like something progressive, something like, you know, that I'm not onto right now, because I'm like an OG and shit. Like Unc don't get it for a reason, right? Like I'm saying, I don't know. You guys got to kind of understand where I'm coming from. But Drake lost me. He lost me with the episode 1, Iceman. It really, like, I don't know what to think. Am I watching? Am I fucking watching? Nah, UK drill sound hard. No, fucks with the UK drill. Thank you, bro. I fucks with it. Fucks with it. Thank you so much. You know what I mean? So what's going on here is, man, it's listen, let's get right into the meat and potatoes, okay? I won't hold you anymore. Let's start with this right here. Let's start with Whack 100 exposes a badge. This is going to be broken down by On Point Stories. So On Point Stories is about to give us the whole feedback. And let's get right into the meat and potatoes, guys. I won't hold you. I will not hold you anymore. I need you to see this shit. All right, hold up. Let me see. Whack 100 drops a bombshell. Big U alleges Nipsey murdered plot exposed. That was 3 months ago. That's not what we're looking for. We are looking for some current events. Here we go. Adam 22 breaks the silence on 4Xtra's tragic fire. Oh, I don't know if you guys knew, but 4Xtra had an accident where people, well, the internet is alleging that 607 Unc did like voodoo on him and he blew his hand up. I listen, I'm West Indian. I actually live on the other half of the island where Haiti is. and I believe a lot in voodoo because it is very real. But I don't think that Unc sought out to hurt this person through voodoo. But we're gonna see that right now, chat. We're gonna see that right now. We're gonna see that right now. We're gonna see that right now, chat. So here we are. Let's start with that. And what we got here is Adam 22 breaking his.
Ever wondered what your home looks like?
And let's go ahead and listen to what Adam 22 has to say about this, because that's that he had 4Extra was working for Adam 22 in No Jumper. And from what I hear, it was a big argument and a giant discrepancy where Adam was not there, but 607 Unc was getting pressed in front of Lush, and it was going to get ugly. But let's get right into the fireworks situation, guys.
4Extra 4th of July is hanging out with a bunch of his friends in front of like a shopping center where they're all hanging out. There's like a short that I posted yesterday, him doing some high kick thing, and he basically had a handful of fireworks, and he was about to let one off. Didn't actually get out of his hand. Apparently those fuses burn a lot faster than you would think, and yeah, it blew his hand off. And there's more bad news, which is that the true extent of his injuries, I don't think has really 100% been revealed yet. I'm not really at liberty to say exactly what, but definitely there's more to come in terms of like all the stuff that has happened to him as a result of this. But also, I'm not sure 100% who.
So, chat, I think that 4Extra is a lot worse than we are anticipating. I think people are just downplaying the thing with like just his hand got blown off, but it is far worse than that. And I hear that there's a second victim that probably got their face blown off with these fireworks. Guys, you got to be fucking careful. You guys don't understand what fireworks are. They are explosives. I don't know where people got the idea that because the word fireworks is labeled on these explosives that it makes them friendlier. These are fucking explosives. You got 4 M80s and you tie them to a car, you're gonna go to jail for arson. You know what I'm saying? You're probably gonna go be put under a T watch. You know what I'm saying? Error watch and shit. So, guys, when it comes to fireworks, they only fun when somebody else is doing it. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell you that's the rule of thumb. Some shit is fun when you're watching it, and fireworks is one of those things you don't want to be in the front seat. This is not like fucking a wet t-shirt contest where the most that's gonna happen, you're gonna get splashed with water. Like, this is your life, chat. You guys are playing with your life, chat.
Who the friend was, but he was with one of his friends, and his friend allegedly blew half his face off, which I haven't seen any evidence of this or whatever. But yeah, that's all we know right now.
Yo, EST, listen, I think that the problem was that he was so afraid because there's a part where he told Adam 22 he wasn't coming back to No Jumper. He said, I'm not coming back to No Jumper. I'm just not going back. And that was like, listen, I'm not going to make too many comments about Unc, because if this was voodoo, I mean, I don't want to challenge the voodoo gods, but I'm not with the voodoo gods being against me. If anything, I need them to be on my side. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could get ugly for anybody who just tries to wish me wrong. That's what I'm saying. Don't nobody go get some voodoo work on me, because the shit will explode in your face. I'm like super resguardado. So, Unc, I don't know what happened there, but I think there's no measurement in how strong the voodoo is. I think when you do voodoo, it's just voodoo. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it got like a mild voodoo or like, you know, light voodoo for I just want to scare them. I don't think voodoo works that way. I think it's just voodoo. You know what I'm saying? He's alive. He's lucky. It could be far worse. You feel me? He could have had half a face.
There's more to come in terms of.
I'm not making no fun of the situation, chat. I'm just trying to put a silver lining around the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, silver lining. He could have lost his face.
Like all the stuff that has happened to him as a result of this, but also I'm not sure 100% who the friend was, but he was with one of his friends, and his friend allegedly blew half his face off.
You see what I'm saying, Chad? Do you see what I'm saying, Chad? Do you see what I'm saying, Chad? His friend blew half his face off. Chad, you're holding fireworks and you need your eyes to see what you're doing, right? So I'm assuming, right? This is like assuming the dumbest, easiest 2 + 2 = 4 shit, right? You have to hold it. You have to look at it. You have to light it. Then, chat, it's kind of scary because you could blow your face off. Hold up, chat. I'll be right back.
Or whatever, but yeah, that's all we know right now. He's in surgery right now, off pain meds for like the first time in his entire life, and yeah, I'll keep you guys updated. But that's all we know right now. So fingers crossed that things don't get any worse.
All day he got it. He got that. I don't got that.
In the clip, the rapper was seen playfully handling 2 fireworks, one green and one brownish.
Yes, it's early. Oh, okay. 4 times 10.
Suggesting an explosion.
What the?
Widespread concern among his fans. No official confirmation of the injury has been provided by 4Extra himself.
Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know.
Nevertheless,
on Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow some tonight. I'm about to blow some house up. I'm going to throw this somebody house up. I don't know who.
Over what is typically a
but I'm blowing
4th of July celebration
on Vernon Avenue. I'm blowing something up.
Nation's independence from British rule with fireworks and parades. It has also ignited discussions about fireworks safety.
All day he got it. He got that. I don't got that. He got that. Come on, boys.
Yes, it's early. 4, okay. 4 times 10. What the? Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know. On Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow some tonight. I'm about to blow some house up. I'm gonna throw this somebody house up. I don't know who, but I'm blowing some. On Vernon Avenue, I'm blowing something up. Yeah, Vernon Avenue. You see this Vernon Ave. Mean I'm blowing something up today. Told her, stop playing on Vernon Ave. Vernon Avenue. Chips. Damn, bitch, they hit the hood on the hood set. Bitch, back to back. I'm in 4 shit dead homies and I'm getting chips. Little big shit in the hood.
Hey, do your big one.
Baby mama on the side because she mad as shit.
Get it in.
Right, I'm getting it in. Fucking bitches in the hood, nigga daddy though. In the hood on the block where I'm at though. I'm gonna blow up. Wrong in dead homie. It's the 4th. I'm gonna blow. Who wanna get blown up today? Wrong in the back. I'm blowing up. Stop playing CDs. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you. Vernon Avenue, the back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today off the back.
Damn. Y'all see, we got the homie doing bad on the menu. I think the Fed quarters is cursed. Everybody that get popping up there either get on and get to safety, T-Rail, AD and them, or it go bad. Crip Mac, Brick Baby, 4 Extras, the list goes on.
Well, Chad, y'all gonna be mad as fuck, Chad, because y'all niggas is gonna have to watch this shit all over with me. I totally missed all that shit, yo. 15 minutes, you definitely not getting back. What happened, Legend? I'm looking at my food. You're not getting any. My bad, Chad. My food just got here. This is me getting annoyed, Chad. You're watching me getting annoyed in real time right now, Chad. Getting annoyed in real time, Chad. What the fuck? All right. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm fucking good. All right. We're watching this all over again, Chad, because I missed everything. Real shit. The real blew his face off, bro. Half his fucking face off. Shouts to ESC. Yo, go follow It's a Wobbler, guys.
Yeah. I'll keep you guys updated, but that's all we know right now. So fingers crossed that things don't get any worse.
The incident unfolded on July 5th, 2025, following a video from X posted on Instagram just hours prior. In the clip, the rapper was seen playfully handling 2 fireworks, one green and one brownish. I'm gonna blow someone. This might quickly early. Okay. 4 times 10. Suggesting an explosion.
That's crazy, Chad.
What the? Widespread concern among fans.
Damn, Chad.
Confirmation of the
Those are all, that's all fireworks right there, Chad. All of that you see on that wall, all of that, fireworks. It's decorated like toys.
Widespread concern among fans.
Decorate fireworks like toys.
Vernon Avenue, you know, then you know.
Nevertheless,
on Vernon Avenue, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. On Vernon Ave, if you know, then you know. If you know, then you know. I'm about to blow some. I'm about to blow some. I'm gonna throw this. Somebody else up. I don't know who.
Over what is typically a
but I'm blowing
4th of July celebration
on Vernon Avenue. I'm blowing something up.
Nation's independence from British rule with fireworks and parades. It has also ignited discussions about fireworks safety.
All day he got
on Vernon Avenue, if you blow something up today.
Chad, this is moments before the incident. Like, this is where he still was a fully able human.
I'm gonna blow up. Rolling dead on me. It's the 4th. I'm gonna blow. I want to get blown up today. Rolling the back. I'm blowing up. Stop playing CDs. I'm throwing them in your house. I'm throwing them at you. Vernon Avenue.
The ironic part, he's holding M80s. And he's like, I'm going to throw them at somebody. I'm blowing something up. Instead of just buying your fucking M80s and just blowing them up, he's throwing the energy out there. Now he's going to hurt somebody and enjoy it. And the day ends up with him blowing up his own hand. Chat, we are more connected to the universe than you think. Ever since they started playing with that fucking Switzerland shit, that CERN, that they turn it on and they open little black holes in the earth, that shit been fucking up with reality. So anything that you think that you want to manifest, it will happen. Sometimes even faster than you think. But some of it will be like a mirror. So whatever you're asking for, wishing on somebody bad will end up landing on you. I don't play like that. I'm a Buddhist. Trust me, I don't wish nobody wrong. I know how that ends.
Back. I'm blowing your ass up. I'm blowing somebody up today.
Well, chat, Adam 22 clarifies it is way worse than we think. So let's move into this next video by Juice WRLD's killer is sentenced. So allegedly, there's a Juice WRLD killer. So I cannot say that that's the truth because I don't want to. This is a person who passed away. And we're not going to clout chase Juice WRLD when he passed away. If he died of an overdose and they proved that, let's stop with the conspiracy theories, please. Let's let his family finish mourning him and let's stop revisiting these fucking Elvis Presley conspiracies.
Now, he's walking away with what many fans are calling a slap on the wrist, a sentencing so light, so disrespectful that Juice's own mother had to pause, breathe, and say, this can't be it. Juice WRLD was a ticking time bomb, but the people holding the matches were paid to keep him lit. This wasn't just one overdose. It was a system of abuse, glamorization, and enabling. And now that system's trying to wash its hands clean, but we're not letting them. Let's rewind. By now, most fans know how it ended. A private jet, a raid, a panic, a seizure, a lifeless body at Chicago Midway. But that story has since cracked wide open because what Ali Lottie, Juice WRLD's longtime girlfriend, revealed in a now viral clip, completely shatters the official narrative.
Y'all mad because literally I'm like, oh, blah, blah, you guys think he died from a drug overdose. You're wrong. You're wrong. Literally, you're wrong. So suck it. Okay? Suck it.
In that emotional breakdown, she's not just ranting. She's screaming at the internet because, in her words,
There's a lot of y'all don't know that I fucking grieve through myself while I let y'all grieve and talk mad on me. I don't care. I'm gonna go ahead and be what y'all want me to be, which is me. Okay? All 10K of y'all. And then like that Barbie. Yup.
she's saying the version of events we've all been fed, the simple, tidy overdose story, is a lie. Why would she say that? Because what really happened on that plane is far more horrifying than what the media has packaged for public consumption. Here's the real timeline. December 8th, 2019, Juice WRLD. Real name, Jared Higgins. Boards a private jet from Los Angeles to Chicago. He's just turned 21. A new decade of life, a fresh start. But the plane, it's carrying something else. Federal authorities say the pilot had reported the presence of weapons and drugs on board, according to this report. And when they landed, that's when everything went sideways. In a desperate move to hide what was on him, Juice WRLD allegedly swallowed multiple Percocet pills at once. A move many believe he made not to get high, but to stay out of jail.
Oh, I think I got one.
Wow. I never seen this video.
But here's where it gets sick. Why was he even in that position to begin with? According to DJ Academics, it wasn't just Juice WRLD's decision. It was the result of constant pressure, chaos, and mismanagement from the people around him.
Chat, I'm not saying he ain't whatever pills allegedly he took or whatever that made him overdose. I ain't saying he didn't do it that himself, but the police that spooked him would not be there if niggas around him weren't putting him in situations.
You hear that? Even Academics, not exactly known for being gentle, said it was Juice's circle that got him killed. And they weren't strangers. These were his friends, his crew, his management, the ones who let a young man ride dirty on a private plane and didn't stop him when he panicked.
Should have known that he was rolling with all them Chicago motherfuckers. And if you was rolling with all them gangsters, shit could get sticky in a minute. I would have not drank all those pills, though. R.I.P. Juice WRLD, man. They had that nigga paranoid in the airport.
And ingested a fatal dose of opioids. And as for those pills, the U.S. Department of Justice confirmed that Henry Dean, a close associate of Juice WRLD, was found guilty of bringing pills onto the plane. He received a sentence that, to many fans, felt like a cruel joke. 3 years probation and a fine. Let's be clear. Juice WRLD is dead. Dean is free. And fans, they're furious. Because for them, it's not just about one man. It's about the years of warning signs that were ignored. And the people who let it happen because, let's be honest, they were profiting. Even Juice WRLD himself was begging for help. In his last months, he spoke about trying to get clean. He admitted to being addicted. And he explained painfully how early that addiction took hold.
You always had issues with drugs even before you started to get famous and rich?
Yeah, for sure.
What a strange coincidence that he's in Adam 22 and the plane that he's in gets ran up in.
I mean, it was something that I was into early, low-key, due to music. Because, like,
that right there is suspect,
so,
chat.
Like, 6th grade, 7th grade.
Another person involved in law.
Had me wanting to sip lean at like 11, 12 years
that
old.
was on No Jumper.
11 years old. And he says music, specifically Future's lyrics, made that lifestyle seem fun. We'll get to that part later. But it wasn't just talk. His mother confirmed it. He was trying to get help. He told me he was ready to get help. She described how just months.
Now that I use Monday service.
I don't know what to say, chat. My heart is broken.
Juice seemed like himself again. He was off lean. He was talking about therapy. And then it was over. The kicker. While Juice's body was still warm, the music label was already planning how to profit off his name. DJ Academics indirectly blew the lid off that whole scheme.
I wouldn't say necessarily if you're lying to fans about putting out Juice WRLD's music and you're having them basically forcing them to go support the kid Leroy, that's the best thing to do. But truth be told, and I'm really trying to, I don't want to be disrespectful with this phrase, but one monkey don't stop a show. Like, Juice passed away. They running business over there. They're not about to be like, all right, let's keep crying and just put Juice's stuff out. They're trying to get the next horse to, again, it's business.
You hear that? Instead of giving fans closure, Interscope allegedly used Juice's death to push another artist. That's not music. That's corporate
crazy.
necromancy. And what do the fans get? Unreleased Juice WRLD tracks chopped up.
And you know what's crazy, chat? I feel like when I listened to Kid Leroy, I wasn't really liking him. I think that I was being pushed, Kid Leroy, to replace Juice WRLD. And now I listen to Kid Leroy and I'm like, what the fuck? This is like a Pepsi Cola swap. Like, I'm a Pepsi drinker and somebody swapped me for a Coke. You feel me? At the beginning, you might be okay with it. But then you're going to be like, so that's what you were doing? Because for real, I hate to think that Kid Leroy, which I haven't heard shit from, only heard about him around the time when Juice WRLD died. Where the fuck is Kid Leroy right now? And then it was, no, I'm not going to say shit, chat, because I usually say the wrong shit because I'll be live. And there's no way to edit live shit. So I'm going to say shit that I might have to say sorry for later. But I'm going to say something. They fed us that corny ass white boy, replacing a fucking talented, inspiring young black man. And the motherfucker ain't here today. I haven't seen that motherfucker no BET Awards. I haven't seen that motherfucker drop a single. I ain't seen that motherfucker working with nobody. Where the fuck is Kid Leroy? But Kid Leroy was nothing more than a fucking replacement for Juice WRLD, man. Fuck that shit, man. That's stupid.
Up in Frankenstein with verses from artists he never.
Sorry to say, Chad, but I don't think I'm fucking with Kid Leroy no more after this. I don't think so, Chad.
Approved. A promise of a deluxe album that was never delivered unless you stream another artist first. And then they have the nerve to act like this is a tribute. No, it's a business.
And then they forcing you to stream Kid Leroy's shit in order to get a Juice WRLD Deluxe. Man, fuck Kid Leroy.
And Juice WRLD was their cash cow, even in death. Now ask yourself, how many people knew this was going to happen? How many people watched Juice WRLD spiral and said nothing? Allie. Lottie said it best.
No one helped. No one. There was one person out of all the people that were there that were able to help, not talking about the group that we were with, because they were handcuffed. So there's not much they could do. But everyone else that was there was only one person who helped me. It was a woman. I'm so grateful for her.
No one helped except for one woman, a stranger. Everyone else, they watched. Because when Juice WRLD hit the ground, he didn't just fall alone. He fell through the cracks of an industry that eats young talent. And unless we talk about it, really talk about it, it's going to keep happening. The system that failed him, legal intervention and industry enablement. The failure went deeper than just one tragic night at an airport. The system that was supposed to protect Juice WRLD.
God, look at how calm the cops are, and this guy's overdosing in front of them, and they're like, yeah. They're not even calling for man down, somebody overdosed and send an ambulance. Nobody's panicking. They really didn't care about Juice WRLD's life.
Had been crumbling for months, and the warning signs were everywhere. Yet instead of intervention, what we got was enablement. Instead of help, we got exploitation. Let's talk about what was really happening behind the scenes in the months leading up to December 8th, 2019. Because this story isn't just about one overdose. It's about a systematic failure that cost a young man his life.
So now we know, chat, Juice WRLD didn't just overdose. Juice WRLD was pretty much pressured into that lifestyle. That's crazy. All right, moving to the next story. Rest in peace, Juice WRLD. Now, I have something here from Matty Balls. Why Sway Lee, the brothers from Ray Schmler's, whatever the fuck. You can remember these guys, right? These guys were really cool. They were cool. I ain't got a type. Bad bitches is the only thing that I like. You ain't got a whatever. I don't know the rest of the song. It wasn't that high. It was high. It was high. It was like, you know, like when you buy a coffee in the street, it's not that high. You can't sue nobody. You feel me? Got rice between my teeth. Sorry, Chad. I don't want to look stupid. You guys clip anything and make you. We live in a clip culture. I don't trust you guys. I don't trust you guys because you guys are pranksters. So, guys, moving on to the next story. This is Ray Schmurr, right?
Are you a Roblox fanatic? Microsoft Rewards
you
has
a
a brand
Roblox
new way
fanatic?
for you to earn digital gift cards from.
Shut up, bro, because first of all, Roblox got all the predators in the world. If your children is on Roblox, I will fucking delete that app. Take my credit card off that shit. Tell them that Roblox don't exist no more. You feel me? Roblox is a dangerous ground.
Others. If you didn't know, Ray Shremmerd was composed of two brothers, Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy.
Shrey's Murder, whatever the fuck their name is, was Jimmy and Slim something. I'm gonna watch it again, guys, because I'll be lit, chat. And then they say these weird words, you know, and I don't know. Their name is Ray Schmurder.
If you didn't know, Ray Shremmerd was composed.
Ray Shremmer, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. They didn't want you to say it right. They wanted you to say it right. They would have wrote it right. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? You mad at me because you wrote some stupid shit and I read it the way you wrote it? Don't be mad at me. Be mad at yourself. You had your whole life to think about that.
Composed of two brothers, Sway Lee and Slim Jim.
Sway Lee and Slim Jim.
Jimmy. At a young
Slim Jimmy. Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy. I gotta say it a couple of times so I don't forget it. Sway Lee and Slim Jim. Whatever. These guys were all right. They weren't a one-hit wonder, though. They were like a 4-hit wonder. And then we still wondering what happened.
Age, they started dancing.
I'm about to find out. Because Matty Balls is covering it.
And writing music together for fun. Then while playing basketball
at an early age, practicing and dancing, writing music together, the pair decided to form a group until they met J-Bo while playing basketball at the park. Why everybody always meet people playing basketball at the park? Like, everybody I met at the park playing basketball, I don't even know what the fuck those niggas is doing right now. Probably in jail.
Local park, they met a guy named J-Bo and decided to make a rap group. Also, kind of just random funny fact, J-Bo won his little pants with the brothers going as Cali Boy and Kid Crunk. They started to buy equipment and make music at home and put out a bunch of songs and dances online. They actually got kicked out by their mom because she was fed up with
they look like Soulja Boy clones.
Them coming home.
Thank God they know how to sing because they look like Soulja Boy clones. The Ray Schmurder guys from the I Ain't Got No Type.
So they.
What is the other song that they got? Chat, put it in the chat. What other songs they got? I don't think I remember any other songs. They just got that song.
Started living in an abandoned house and actually used it to host parties and promote their music. In a Fader interview, they were talking about this, saying, "We made sure everybody knew that we didn't give a fuck what color you are. Pull up, we finna get it lit." The black people.
He said we didn't care what color you were. Pull up. That's like a dog whistle for white people. He said the black people didn't know how the white people partied. The white people didn't know how the Latino people partied. I have no comment that would sound not racist.
People didn't know how the white people partied. The white people didn't know how the Latino people partied. So we brought them all together at our crib where everybody got along, and the people that came were people who understood that the world is bigger than black and white. Yeah. Sounds like a Coca-Cola commercial, right? Everybody could get along. The people that came were the people who understood the world is bigger than black and white. Right off rip, and I think it kind of foreshadowed the type of music they would make. They made fun party music that everybody of all
they made like frat house music.
All sorts of backgrounds could just enjoy and have fun with together. In 2010, they put out a track called Party Animal, which gave them some local buzz, so they were played on local stations and did local shows. They made enough money from this to go to Memphis and audition for Wild Out Wednesday, which was a segment on 106 in Park. They continued getting buzz and doing their thing underground for a little bit, and after making their way through the Atlanta local scene,
they met Mike Will Made It. And this is when
Oh
everything
shit,
changed.
Mike
They
Will
changed
Made
their
It
names
comes
to
from
Sway
that?
Lee, Slim Jimmy, and became the group Ray Shremmerd, which, if you didn't know, is
Is
eardrummers
eardrum backwards.
backwards.
Yeah,
This meme is
eardrummer.
very accurate about how I felt knowing this back then. They featured on Mike Will's mixtape, Mike Will Been Trill, on the track We, which helped them grow and was released as their first promotional single months
Mike
later. Then they
Will
released
did
their
it.
second single, Throw Some Mo, which helped them get on the radio. Then in 2014, they performed at South by Southwest with Mike Will and played their first official single, No Flex Zone. This song was released shortly after, got a music video, and went
No
kind of
Flex.
crazy. It entered the
Yeah, they
Billboard
did
Hot
have that
100
song.
and peaked at number 36.
I forgot about that one,
So
No Flex.
only in their first couple of songs as Ray Shremmerd, they had already hit Billboard. They also got a remix with Pusha T and Nicki Minaj, which helped them grow a ton. Like I said, this was crazy for their third song to, get all these things happening right away. But it seems like working with Mike Will Made It really helped them get in the industry. Ray Shremmerd then got invited to perform at the 2014 BET Hip Hop Awards, which was their first big performance. Then they released their second official single, No Type. This track hit number 16 on the Hot 100 chart. Both of these songs
That's
went
the
on
one
to be
that I know,
platinum
No
records
Type.
3 times. And
I ain't got no type. Chicken wings and fried rice is what I like. Legend is a feist. He wants to eat everything that I buy. Where's my weed and pipe? I just want to smoke until I get high. Yo, don't make fun of me because I'm not a rapper, yo. So you guys cannot make fun of me if I'm not a rapper, but I'm sounding like I'm not a rapper. Like, just joke's on you. Right? Like, shit. Legend, what's going on, Legend? What's going on? What are you doing? What are you doing? So then what are you looking for? No. I put it over there because you're not going to get none. That's just the bottom line, buddy. Bottom line, buddy.
7 times respectively. No Type was also a little bit viral for people saying that it was a contradictory song. You guys can debate whether having no type.
This nigga Legend, yo. Yo, Legend, listen. No, puppy. Because no, go eat your chicken. You got 2 days without eating your food, and you're not going to get no food until you eat your chicken. It's simple, bro. There's no negotiating, nothing. Go eat your chicken. No. I said no. Because no. What you mean why?
Some verses from Young Thug and
listen, what I said. I know, but I said no. Because I said no, that's why. No pleases, no. Don't ask me for please. No please, nothing. No please, nothing, Legend. No. No, go eat your chicken. Go eat your chicken. Go eat your chicken. If you eat your chicken, I'll give you some. You gotta eat your chicken first. Okay? Can you go eat your chicken, please? No. Don't even think about it, bro. You're thinking about it too much. Let it go, bro. Nobody cares. I said no. Yuck. How you gonna kiss me, bro? In front of mad people, too. That shit looked mad crazy, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, Legend. Stop. You're being wild.
Nicki Minaj. It's just mind-blowing to me how quickly they came out with multiple bangers that are still hard to this day, so shortly after connecting with Mike Will. I promise if they came out recently, everyone would have been calling them industry plants. Regardless, they released Shrem Life shortly after announcing it and kicked off 2015 the right way. They sold 40.
Oh, wait, question. So if you're an industry plant, you can't. There's no way to flop, is there? If you're are there successful? Are there industry plants that were successful and flopped? Question I want to know. So if anybody has the answer for that, please put it in the comment box. Are there any suspected or alleged industry plants that were successful and flopped? Because I would think if you're an industry plant, you can't flop because you're like backed. You feel me?
59,000 units first week, hit 5 on the Billboard 200, and the album had a lot of positive reviews. It also had the track Come Get Her, which would also go on to be 5 times platinum, and it had a ton of radio play.
Nobody making that type of music. Even right now, it's like the type of music that we was putting out was like nobody really creating that. And it's like you can't just make that trying to copy somebody. It's like that's why it's like when people try to recreate it, it's just like it don't hit the same.
And Sway was right. They had a unique sound and good vibe that I feel like a lot of other artists around then didn't really have, which seemed to help them blow up a lot. They released a bunch of singles this year that hit the charts, and they also opened for Nicki Minaj on her Pink Print tour. They also did a worldwide tour for their album. They even won a BET award this year for Best Group. Strem Life was ranked by Complex as third best album of the year. And of course, hip hop's biggest hater, Ebro, chimed in and said it didn't belong there, but no one really cares what he says anyway.
No one really cares what he says. We should have, because they're not here right now. Ebro knew what he was talking about.
Also in this year, Sway Lee did a song with Future and The Weeknd, which was his first single as a solo artist and would eventually seemingly lead to a...
Chat, that was 10 years ago, chat. 10 years ago. They are people that were 8 years old 10 years ago that are right now drinking and listening to music that don't even know who the fuck these guys are. Who the fuck are Ray Schmurder? Right? I wonder if Kai Cenat knows who this guy is. The Kai Cenats don't know. The 20-year-olds, the 22-year-olds, they don't know who the fuck these niggas are. They're like, who the fuck is Ray Schmurder? And that's because they were one-hit wonders that got 4 terms and still couldn't turn the butter. Listen, man, you guys got to stay on top of your shit, bro. This is not a motherfucking, you do it sometimes and then you come back. If you're going to be an artist, like, man, listen, I'm a real motherfucker, you know? Rapper to the death, you know what I mean? I would not give up rap, even if they asked me to. Age cannot make me give up rap. Just saying, if I was a rapper, you know what I'm saying? Not a rap ass nigga. I'm more of a funny ass nigga. So we're gonna be here for the jokes. But I will never stop telling jokes. Not because I got old.
A rift between him and his brother.
So
However,
what
the
happened
two
to them?
continued killing the game
Did they
together,
get old?
releasing their next big single.
You know what it is? They got enough money. They were like, I don't need to do this. I could just go follow my major.
In 2016, Black
Because you got to remember that these guys. Oh, I remember when they called themselves the Black Beatles. That is so disrespectful based on it now. Beatles never gave up. The Beatles, the motherfuckers was making music even when they all broke up.
If you guys don't remember this song, it was the one that was like, Black Beatles in the city, be back immediately to confiscate them. It was that song. Regardless of
I don't give
it
a
was
fuck.
a chart-topping
No, it
track
was
that
not a
eventually
chart.
went
I don't even
diamond.
remember that
This is
shit.
also surprising, but apparently this was the song that gave Gucci Mane his first #1. Part
Get
of the
outta
reason this
here.
song did so well, though, was because of this trend called the mannequin challenge, where people would just freeze basically doing funny or impressive poses. This trend was massive, bigger than...
Have you seen this video?
No, I've never seen this video and I don't care about it. Don't care.
Joe Low Tape or Fade, and everyone was doing a video like this with some of them being really funny or cool. The mannequin challenge made its way up to Hillary and Bill Clinton, so that's how you know everybody was doing it.
You got Hillary Clinton up here, you know what I'm saying? You got Bill Clinton up here doing the mannequin challenge.
Right.
So like these people are getting introduced to this whole other world that they never would have heard about through a challenge. You know what I'm saying? They having fun.
You didn't start. Why is he acting like he started the challenge, bro? Your song was on the challenge. It was not your challenge. I don't think he created that challenge. Who created the mannequin challenge? That's a great question. Alexa, who created the mannequin challenge?
Sorry, I don't have an answer.
Because that's stupid and nobody cares.
And flowers, you know what I'm saying?
Thug also named a song he did with Juice WRLD after the challenge, and that song was a banger as well. And there's no doubt in my mind that
Okay, so it was a banger, whatever.
this was the peak of Ray Shremmer. They had tons of huge singles, well-performing albums, and a year-defining song with Black Beatles. Also, one memory I unlocked while making this was Sway Lee's Snapchat stories back in the day. I remember he bought a pet monkey that he was always
I
posting,
remember
and
that.
he also bought this super realistic Thanos glove and was playing with it. Or maybe it was an Iron Man glove. I don't remember. But clearly, these guys were on top of the world, coming from performing in an abandoned house that they were living in to buying monkeys in Thanos gloves. But then the two brothers would start venturing out more so into their own solo careers, which
He's
seemingly
stupid.
would lead to some
Shouts to Matty Balls. Everybody go subscribe to his channel. He's hilarious.
type of sibling rivalry, or at least that's what fans theorized. The same year that they went crazy with Black Beatles, both artists also announced their own solo projects as well, but they made sure to say that they were going to keep working on Strem Life 3. The following year, though, Sway Lee featured on French Montana's extremely successful track Unforgettable, and Sway by all means made this song his own.
Oh, that's right. He was on that song Unforgettable. Unforgettable. I need to get you alone. Ooh, why not? What does he say? He says, A little bit of Bacardi don't hurt nobody. I want to fuck her and her friend in a hurry. Some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe I was remixing it.
The song peaked at 3 on the Billboard Hot 100 and again eventually went diamond. Ray Shremmerd was still putting out tracks, but Sway Lee was beginning to get most of the attention. In 2018, he was described as the songbird of our generation and said that he considers himself more of a singer than a rapper, which all proved
he's none.
To be true when he put out the track Sunflower with Post Malone, which again went diamond.
Oh, wait a minute. He was on that song too? Oh, nah, he's fire, yo. I like that song, Sunflower. That is a cool song. I'll be listening to it. Because you're a sunflower. You're a sunflower. And I don't know the rest of it.
It's actually insane when you think about it, but Sway Lee, if you include Black Beatles, has more diamond records than almost every other rap artist.
And they disappeared. Like that. The greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist.
Aside from like Eminem, Drake, Cardi B, and maybe a couple others. Mike Will also announced around this time that Sway Lee and Slim Jimmy would release their 2 solo projects under the same album as Shrem Life 3, making it some sort of weird triple album, some sort of Frankenstein type of album. But regardless, they continued putting out singles like Teed Up and Power Glide, which also did fairly well. By this point, though, Sway Lee was definitely outshining his brother by a good margin. He even put out a song with Drake called Won't Be Late. But after 2018, it was mostly radio silence from Ray Shremmerd, and it was almost as if they had vanished. Many were confused, like how could this duo come into the rap game so quickly and just absolutely crush it in such a brief period of time, putting up numbers like almost nobody else and then
disappear.
Just vanish. Some have tried to blame Sway Lee for leaving his brother behind while he furthered his solo career, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that, and that there are a few main reasons as to why Ray Shremmerd went MIA. Sway Lee continued doing his thing as a solo artist, putting out some singles and doing some features. I didn't even know this, but he was on a remix of that TikTok song Roxanne, which was also pretty successful, and he was also on one of the Madden soundtracks. But this whole time, Ray Shremmerd was inactive, and Slim Jimmy was MIA. Slim Jimmy had done a couple of songs with some random people like Designer, who was kind of off at that time, and even that industry
yeah, he made bad choices.
But no one was really.
He made bad choices. He's the one from Ray Slimmer that made the bad choices. Slim Jimmy. He had a song with Designer. That shit went nowhere.
Paying attention to him when he would drop music. And I think one of the main reasons that this happened was because of Slim Jimmy's declining mental health. Slim
Jimmy got mental problems. I say it in a good way.
Jimmy has openly talked about his drug use throughout his life.
Oh, he has a drug problem.
Before he even got famous.
So, I was a part of the Poppin' Zans era, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a pill popper. Shit, shouts to him if he got over that shit. It's a tough habit. Tough habit to kick, let me tell you.
I used to pop pills and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Pills? How many pills?
So, how old were you when you first started popping pills? From like 21.
Ah, come on. You were a grown-ass man, bro. What the fuck? He made it seem like he was mad young, bro. I've been doing... Man, I don't even want to tell you guys now. I feel crazy about it. Well, I smoked my first joint at 16. I probably did blow like around 15, 16. And popped my first pill maybe like at 19. This guy was 21. 20 fucking 1. Nah, bro, come on. This nigga waited for the legal age and everything.
You know what I'm saying? So
throughout his life, before he even got famous.
So, I was a part of the Poppin' Zans era, you know what I'm saying? I used to pop pills and shit, you know what I'm saying? So
Cap.
How old were you when you first started popping pills? From like 21.
Cap.
You know what I'm saying?
So this was after you guys got
not saying it's Cap that he popped. I'm saying Cap that he's making it seem like it's so crazy.
Signed and already started.
Nah, this like probably a little bit before.
Right,
you know
before,
what I'm saying?
okay.
I'm working in a factory, like it's on one of them types of things, popping the Addy, stay up type shit. Like that's how it starts.
So you didn't have money back then, but once you had money, now you could afford.
Yeah, then I'm just trying shit. But like I never, nigga never did no coke or nothing like that. But like
me neither.
You should have done coke like a grown ass man, nigga, popping Addies and Xannies and shit. Like, bro, that's even worse. That's worse. That's way worse.
I had my fun or whatever, so got done with that. But
and this could be seen to a further extent
because it leads to heroina.
After
Nobody
he
want to
got
be on
famous. For
heroin.
example, in a 2018
Imagine being able to.
Heroina. Nobody want to be on that, nigga. That's for real.
Rolling Stone, he talked about the time he crashed his rented Ferrari. I played
He crashed a rented Ferrari, bro. You know nobody lending him a Ferrari again.
chicken with traffic. I woke up from this party. I don't even know where my shirt was. Got in the Ferrari, no shirt on. He then said he blew a red light, overturned, and crashed. He continued, drove home with the front dragging on the ground. Now, he didn't explicitly say that he was on drugs during this time, but I think it's safe to assume that.
He was not on drugs. That guy started doing drugs at 21. No, do not blame drugs for that shit.
Drug use got worse, he said, after experiencing an injury in 2015 during his set at the Governor's Ball when he accidentally jumped off stage and cut his leg on a light.
The pill era is something different, man.
Yeah, that was
I know.
Oh, he got prescribed some. Yeah, he definitely got hooked. But what I'm saying is, it's just he just ain't been doing it long enough. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
Little surgeries and they give me Xanax or something, I throw them away.
To be honest, that's kind of really what got me bad though.
Yo, why Vlad is such a liar? He said they gave him to me when the surgery and I threw them away. That's cap. Stop it, Vlad. Stop it, Vlad.
To be honest, I did pop Addies at first, you know what I'm saying? But then when I don't know if you remember this, like it was Governor's Ball. I had jumped off the stage. I thought it was a speaker, but I didn't jump through like a spotlight. Yeah, so it cut my leg all the way up.
Oh my God. That looks bad, yo. His whole kneecap went into that light. And then he fell over with the light.
Open, they had prescribed me like Oxycontins. Now, I was doing Oxycontin for my pain, but after the pain went away.
That was painful.
All that shit, I'm still got this little, you know what I'm saying? So then that's when I start popping Xans, perks, little shit like that. And then before I know it, it's a problem, you know what I'm saying? But yeah.
So because of drug use mixed with people beginning to point out that Swae Lee was taking all of the attention away from his brother, things between the two seemed to get pretty serious. Then in 2019, Slim had a little bit of a Twitter meltdown saying he was done with Ray Shremmerd. He said, "Not Shrem Life, I'm not Ray Shremmerd, I'm Slim Jimmy, and I'm a sink or swim by myself. I bought my mama $1 million crib off my work. Y'all still got your man Swae, y'all will be straight." He also posted on his Instagram, "Rip Slim Jim." This caused a ton of fans to think that the lack of music and whatnot, as well as these tweets, meant that this iconic duo had broken up. Eventually, Ray Shremmerd's main Twitter came out and said that it wasn't true, but Slim rebutted that, saying that whoever was on the account was lying. Even Trippie Redd jumped into the mix, saying he finally realized we only listened to Swae parts, LMAO. Eventually, Swae Lee responded to this whole situation, saying on Twitter, "I'm never leaving Shrem Life, stop the speculation." Slim said that people started to pit him against his brother, and it was causing problems for him mentally, especially coupled with the drugs. As much as Slim has said in interviews that he wasn't ever jealous of his brother, it's hard to imagine that with the drugs, with the more sensitive state he was in, and Swae Lee's extreme success apart from theirs, it just seems impossible that this wasn't affecting his mental health at all. Back in that Fader interview I mentioned earlier, way back in 2016, Jimmy did say, "We're real brothers. We always get mad at each other. I like to see my brother doing good. We're like yin and yang. I'm more on the wild side. I want to go skydiving. Swae's scared he's going to die." So clearly they're different. You know, they have their arguments, and that's a normal human relationship. And eventually he said that the drugs were the main reason he was tweeting about the group splitting, and that it followed a fight that he had with Swae.
Might be me and my brother be arguing a lot. We used to argue a lot. So goddamn, we'll be fighting or whatever. I might have got mad. Goddamn, when you do drugs, like you get real sensitive. I don't know what about drugs just be making niggas sensitive and shit. So
that's
I just tweeted that shit, but people took that shit like it was on wax, you know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even like that. That was an emotional moment.
So I can't imagine that while dealing with all of those mental health issues and drug problems, seeing your brother touring with Post Malone without you is the best feeling. And this isn't even really Slim Jimmy's fault either. The entire internet had been telling him throughout his entire career that his brother was better, or that he was holding his brother back throughout their career. And that genuinely seemed to affect him, to the point where he even suggested that he felt he was holding Swae back too. I mean, like I said, people were saying this throughout their whole career, with fans and even people in rap media suggesting that Swae Lee should just leave Slim Jimmy, with Joe Budden making this comment back in 2016.
Could never
Hey, Slim Jim, hate to break it to you, buddy,
in any group.
Y'all are separating.
No, they're not.
Sorry, Mike Will.
No, they're not.
They actually confronted Joe about this, so clearly they were hearing the chatter online.
That's true. You don't even know what I would make a song about. You just got an impression or an idea of what you think. I don't care what you think. That's what make me me anyway.
Wait, Jimmy,
that will make me me anyway.
But Jimmy, wait. I never said that you weren't good.
No, this is what you said.
I traded my evening wine for evening weed with mood.
Stop buying wine if you're just gonna throw.
Jimmy.
Joe Budden is harsh. That's what it is, guys. So Joe Budden's opinions be harsh. I don't know. Maybe mine would be taken a little. Mine should be harsh too. But when you got somebody like Joe Budden that's that influential, saying some shit like, "Yo, Jimmy, you know you guys are gonna break up," and then they do break up.
Sway gonna leave you.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Then you this how you was talking. When Sway leave you just gonna flop.
Jimmy,
man, you got me
Jimmy,
man, all the way messed
wait,
up.
no.
We the millennials. It's a new generation, and we got the game. We effing the game up.
But again, I can't imagine it didn't get to Jimmy. For example, in a Complex interview in 2016, they were asked if they were working on solo material. The writer said that the mood in the room changed, and then Jimmy sighed, saying, "I already know the industry been wanting to ask that question. The whole industry going to do shit to separate us. We got separate tracks because we can both rap." Like he said, the industry kept pitting the two against one another.
Well, I remember you said like right around 2020 that
that's crazy.
You know, although you announced that you know you're out of the group, but you know that wasn't true. But then you said that next year that Ray Shremmerd almost broke up. You said I felt like I wasn't really carrying my weight as an artist. You know, you took time off to work on yourself, and you're saying that outsiders were making you and your brother like compete against each other.
Nah, it was really like see that was me sobering up, you know what I'm saying? Just coming to see things in a different way. Of course, we have success, we're doing great, but I feel like once you're in a position like that, you should be the best version of whatever you're trying to be, you know what I'm saying? I didn't feel like I was doing that, and I know my brother's a great artist, so you know what I'm saying? I don't never want him to feel like, you know what I'm saying? I always want to do my part just as a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like the type of person who wants to be carried along. So yeah, so that's all it was. It's just me recognizing, hey, this is serious. We got a #1 hit. We're touring the world. Like I never thought it was gonna go this far because I'm used to shit like not going far. You know what I'm saying? Like
in reality, both of the brothers just wanted to do different things, and at the end of the day, they are brothers.
And we've been together for so long. It was just a time when we both wanted to do different things. Like me, like I said, I wanted to use that time that I used for personal development, you know what I'm saying? And that's what I did. Sway wanted to continue doing music. That's what he did. And honestly, I always felt like it was time for him to get his little. See, the nigga make good songs every day. Like I'm in the studio, like man, this shit hard. So it was time for him to do that, and I wanted my time to myself. So I didn't never see no problem with that. But there was a tweet that I put out which added fuel to the fire because you know people in the world just gonna talk. Social media, they gonna talk. They're like, oh, they're gonna split up.
What did you say in the tweet?
I was like, I don't even remember. I'm not gonna lie. Do you remember?
Hell yeah.
What I say?
Hell yeah.
Group type shit.
No, that's not what I said. I ain't say
so
that.
He said, I'm doing this racial shit.
Some shit. But
so like, then boom, it went viral. It's like boom, they just stuck with it.
But these weren't the only things that Ray Shremmerd had going on behind the scenes that were causing problems.
So he said,
Yo, it's just crazy when he gets put on the spotlight. He acted like he don't remember, right? He acted like he don't remember, but his brother's like, hell yeah, I remember.
What I say?
Ray Shremmerd no longer group type shit.
Like, no, that's not what I said. I ain't say
so
that.
He said, I'm doing this racial shit.
Some shit. But
so
like,
then boom, it went viral. It's like boom, they just stuck with it.
But these weren't the only things that Ray Shremmerd had going on behind the scenes that were causing problems for the two. In the beginning of 2020, Sway and Slim's stepfather who raised them was tragically shot by their younger half-brother, Michael Sullivan. Their half-brother has schizophrenia and wasn't on his meds, so he was charged with first-degree murder. He actually briefly escaped from jail, but was quickly detained. The two rappers appeared somewhat close with Michael as they'd previously taken pictures together and seemed pretty happy. So very understandably so, this was a very heartbreaking incident for the two brothers, and I can't imagine this helped their output at all.
So around that time, our dad had died. I had a lot of personal issues I was working through, and I had a kid. I just had a child, and I was just trying to fix some personal things. I wanted to be like a different kind of person, you know what I'm saying? I had some shit I ain't want to be doing no more. And so that's what I took that time to do, you know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years off.
Following this, Slim had a few legal incidents too. One when his girlfriend said that she hit him, but eventually she recanted her story on record. And there was also a fight that happened too.
That didn't have nothing to do with nothing. I was just walking the streets, these guys start tripping, and my security guard, RP the Shadow, man, that was one of the greatest security guards I ever had. But RP the Shadow, he pushed the dude back. The dude got a little rowdy, hit him over the head with a bottle, and now I'm jumping in a fight. And yeah, that made it to TMZ. It was crazy.
Nothing crazy ended up coming of either of these, but I can't imagine it helped the situation. However, despite everything that was going on behind the scenes, because of what had happened online and the lack of output from Ray Shremmerd, many fans just assumed that the group was done for, with Sway Lee leaving his brother Slim Jimmy in the dust. And while people may have had that idea online, what it really seems like is a mixture of drugs, mental health issues, jealousy, and not wanting to hold his brother back, who seemed to already have it all figured out, so Slim Jimmy went MIA for a bit. One fan said, people just wanted him to be upset that Sway Lee was the much more popular of them two and wanted a negative reaction. I actually felt bad for both of them because people just wanted to see drama and animosity between them. Sway Lee doesn't get nearly as much credit for being a loyal brother. And that's true. While Slim Jimmy may have had a little bit of jealousy shining through in some Twitter rants, at the end of the day, I'm sure he obviously wants his brother to keep winning. And I'm sure Sway Lee would support him if he was ever down bad. I mean, again, they're brothers. And eventually, thankfully, things got better and Slim Jim was able to recover from his drug struggles. He overcame his drug problem and found himself in a much better headspace after taking some time away.
But I don't do drugs no more. Like, that's one of the major reasons, because I don't like anything that takes me out of the control of myself. You know what I'm saying?
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he did drugs long enough. And he didn't do them for the reasons that most people that do drugs. He was just in the circle of the drugs, you understand? And then he got prescribed drugs, and then he just, you know what I'm saying? So I'm happy for him that he doesn't. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Now, moving on to the next story, guys. We got Whack 100, who exposed a badge. And On Point Stories is going to cover this for us, Chad. I'm going to just bring it right in, and I'm not going to hold you on this one. Let's go right into it.
You think it was Wacko that told him that, though? So,
That's a badge. Oh, yeah. If I've ever seen one, that's a badge. And it's not like he has it clipped into his wallet. That looks embedded into the wallet. See? Embedded. Like it's inside there. And there's like a badge number here, which that cannot be trolling. This is not trolling. You see the creases on that wallet right there? That's from usage. This is a usage. Just look at that bend right there. You see that bend right there, chat? That's usage. This here is something that he's had for a while. See? That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. That's crazy, chat. Oh my God, chat. What does that say? B1, what is that? Like the city of that shit? Look, that's a badge, chat. I don't know what you want me to tell you. That's a badge. There's the little point right here and the two little things, and then right here, and then the thing right here is a badge number, and whatever the fuck goes down there. Man, that's a badge. And if you didn't think that was a badge, check it out again.
Because Nick.
Wow.
Click like if you haven't already. In the clip you just saw, Whack appears to flash a badge while on a video call, and it didn't take long for the internet to react. In a moment, we'll hear Whack's explanation as he breaks down his side of the story. He gives a narrative that, according to him, clears everything up. But if you scroll through the comments on any video covering this, you'll see a different story. People are calling him out, accusing him of being connected to law enforcement. Here's what we know so far. Whack has an ability to consistently create viral content. He's also been accused of setting up skits to do this, which is a part of the internet game.
So what's up, bro? What's the deal? This Whack 100? Yeah, who's you though? I'm 600. You in there? Okay. Yeah, he in here. Look at my solid highlight. Yeah, I'm 600 out here. Hey, yo, Whack. What up?
And then people allege that this other guy, 600, that he's a cop, or he's an undercover, or he's hip hop police, or whatever the fuck, right? But it's just kind of coincidental that Whack 100 thinks that's a cool name, Whack. I just never got why he calls himself Whack. Whack 100. And then his boy, which they allege, which he does skits with, is 600. Is that like a code for like a police code or some shit? Like that like an inside joke?
What up? up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's happening, nigga?
So why do I start things and never finish them?
It's all due to something called law of sustainment. In psychology,
What's up, nigga? What's up, nigga? What's happening, nigga? Come on, man. Ready?
He walks like a cop. Like for some reason, you know how cops walk, like that they have that funny walk from the police academy.
You up next? Yep.
And this is all allegedly, Chad, because he might not even be no fucking cop. You know. He could be a Fed. Or something with a badge.
Come on, sis. Yep.
There's a very real chance that Wack flashed that badge on purpose, just to spark more viral content. When you look at the comments under any video about him, you'll almost always find someone calling him an agent. So if he did it intentionally, it wouldn't be surprising. It's exactly the kind of move that feeds the internet what it wants and keeps Wack at the center of the conversation. But if Wack really did this on purpose, he'd need access to a badge and someone willing to play along. The other person in the video has also been known for pulling off viral moments and keeping his name buzzing online. The clip you're about to see was later revealed to be a skit, but when it first dropped, it shocked the internet and had people questioning everything.
Don't do it. Do not.
No, we didn't
Do not. Keep
Nigga,
doing me
take
like
your
this.
shit out that
You've been
story.
beating me up for a long time.
I'm not gonna hit you,
You've been
blood.
beating me up for a long
Nigga,
time.
I ain't seen my kids in how many months?
Because you talk to me disrespectful. What do you
He said, when I see them niggas, I'm pressing, nigga. And I'm pressing Brick Baby tomorrow, bitch.
Brick Baby?
Yeah,
Who
I'm
is
pressing
that?
blood tomorrow, nigga.
I don't know.
Take that shit out your story before I go. Dead homies. Take it out your story, blood.
You can't make me do
Man, take it
nothing.
I bet you blood won't say shit to me. Am I
here?
Why you
You right here because you thought you hit me.
And I'm fucking you up, nigga. I'm letting you know, my nigga. I you up. And I will be here too. You feel me?
Yeah.
You need to just run them to me, my nigga.
Yeah, you already busted in here. Like, that's crazy.
I
Mommy,
did-
can you
I
call the
did-
police?
now.
Call the police.
Now, yeah,
Call the police.
Now.
Call the police.
Now. She
No.
won't let me see my kids.
No.
Y'all ready to go?
I'm naked. I'm naked.
Stop
Stop recording
Why
me
you embarrassing me?
because you recording. Listen, this is embarrassing.
That's
It's
it.
embarrassing. Stop.
serious?
Stop for real. Okay, well, can you leave then?
All right, let's go, bro.
Oh my
I said
God.
I'll be back. Let's go.
And you guys just follow him?
Come on, my niggas. Don't talk to me.
You guys let him fuck you like this?
I got 5 more niggas in the car.
Okay, I know. We got it all on record.
I ain't worried about that shit.
I know you not.
I love you.
No,
Lisa.
you don't.
I
No, you
love
don't.
baby.
No, you don't.
I love you.
Yeah.
I love you. Daddy gonna, whatever you need, I got you. Now, you need some money, baby?
Yeah.
You need some money? I know you like money.
Oh, Chinese.
Cool. War ain't crip, nigga. Fuck hoops. War ain't crip, nigga. Fuck hoops, nigga. Fuck hoops, nigga. Fuck hoops, nigga. War ain't.
You gotta show the pistol in front of the phone.
About, nigga.
Kill them niggas. Run up the stairs with me.
Yeah. About, nigga. I ain't crip, nigga. Fuck hoops and they dead homies, nigga. Fuck
front of the phone.
Nigga. Take it.
Yeah. Yo, chat, did we just get like the behind the scenes on how to do this for like DIY? Yo, watch your man directing this shit
nigga,
right here.
fuck
Look,
hoops,
look,
nigga.
look. That looks
Nigga,
not real,
war
right?
ain't
For a
confident,
second, right?
Nigga.
Look at your man right here on the right side, chat. He's directing the video.
You gotta show the pistol in front of the phone when you do.
See, you gotta show the pistol in front of the phone. He's directing the whole movie.
I ain't crip, nigga. Fuck hoops and they dead homies, nigga. Fuck you talk about, nigga.
Kill them niggas. Run up the stairs with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know both of these guys know how to go viral, like it or not. That's part of the formula for viral content. But there's still one question that lingers. If this was a play, where did Wack get the badge? A quick Google search shows
Yeah, that's a real badge. That's what I'm saying.
you can buy badges online for $55.
No, for real? No, that don't look like the same thing. See, the other one had a big space in the top, like a real cop badge. It didn't look like this crap.
On 55th Street on Hood, like Baby Snaps would say, live from the 5.
Fi cred.
Some badges even come with a wallet that looks very similar to the one Wack flashed in the clip.
No, it does not. That does not look like this at all. Look at that badge.
However, there is one big difference. If this was just an internet play, there are two big problems. First, Wack would have had to be a convincing actor to pull it off. The way the badge shows up feels more like a slip-up than a setup. But there's an even bigger issue, one that hardly anyone's talking about. We'll get to that in a minute. But first, take a close look at how he flashes the badge. Does it seem like part of a skit or an honest mistake? Let me know what you think.
What made you think it was Wacko that told him that, though? So.
Yeah, it does look. It feels a little bit set up. Like he knew it would swing that much. Yeah, he's taking everything out of the wallet. Like that nobody.
Because his statement in the motherfucking his statement there.
See, he didn't need to do that. He did it purposely.
Nigga, why would you go up there a day after I get a chain and have Snoop give it to you and you say ain't no paperwork on your name? Nigga, why would you do that, bro? You could have just went up there, got your chain, kept pushing. And you say you knew Snoop for 30 years. If you knew Snoop for 30 years, why he ain't been gave your punk ass a chain?
What made you think it was Wacko that told him?
This is where things start to get interesting. If you look closely, you'll notice gold writing above the badge. And that's not something you'll find on a cheap Amazon replica.
That's what I said, Chad. That's what I said.
If this is a real police-issued badge, that gold lettering actually means something.
Yup. Probably the precinct or the city, something.
And in many cases, it can point to one of two things. It was issued to a family member of someone in law enforcement. A quick Google search shows gold writing on a badge wallet can also mean a supervisory rank like sergeant or higher. If you take a closer look, you can almost make out what the text above the badge says. It's not fully clear, but there's definitely something written there. However, when we enable level D, advanced zoom feature, to get a closer look at a micro level, it reveals something you wouldn't expect.
Now that I use Monday,
what does it reveal?
These nuts. Got him.
Got him.
Got him.
Now let's get to Wack's response to this. Shout out to Wig TV for this breakdown. I'll drop a link to his channel in the comments.
Say, man, it's the kid that did we back again with some news you can use for the views. Did Wack 100 just expose himself on an interview with Snoopy Badass? Let's get into it. All right, we got Wack 100 here, man, with the badge itself. He came with the badge. Hey, man, so what's going on? Do we need to watch this clip? There's a clip going around with you and Snoopy Badass doing an interview. And it looks like you happen to have is this a badge?
I have a badge. What do you mean? What kind of a badge? What do you mean, like the badge on my beans? Or I got badges.
No, it's looking like a federal agency badge. Honest.
See, when he said what type of badge, now I know he definitely staged that. Well, moving on to the next video, chat. Let's see what's
in the process of cooking up a really dope piece right now on T-Pain and Drake. So definitely stay tuned for that. But as you guys know, I had to pump the brakes tonight. First off, there's been a lot of speculation around Drake dropping a new project. And I actually made an entire video on this around 2 weeks ago. I went out of my way to make a prediction that Drake was going to come back and go on a major run. And tonight we got a bit of a glimpse of that. Drake took to Instagram earlier today and announced that he would be live on YouTube at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now, none of us knew what this was going to be, but whether you love Drake or hate him, everyone showed up. You couldn't even read the chat. It was going like crazy fast. And after a little bit of a delay, the cameras came on. And if you haven't been paying attention, you probably found the whole thing pretty confusing. We discussed in my last video that there was a very high chance that Drake's next project would be called ICEMAN, as he gave us a lot of clues. including a picture of an ice machine. If you recognize that logo, that's exactly where he is. The building that you guys are seeing is located in West Central Toronto, and the company is called the ICEMAN. As you can see, they specialize in ice machines, ice delivery, and more importantly, ice sculptures. And you'll see why that's important.
Imagine being able to build.
Yes, please. Somebody explain it to me. I saw this. I was as confused as everybody else. What the fuck is going on, Drake?
Too crazy going on, but we do see two blue.
This is the Iceman Explained, episode 1. It's talking about Drake broken down by What's the Dirt. So guys, head to YouTube, go check it out. They explaining the whole shit about Drake's Iceman episode 1 on YouTube.
Totes with plastic on top, which could very well be an order that has been fulfilled and ready to load. The scene switches a few times. However, next we see a block of ice in a rectangular shape, and you could see this is placed on a CNC machine. I was a manager at a fab shop before I started YouTube. We did like piping and like steel and shit like that, but it's all the same. Now, this machine is what is used to create all the sculptures that I just showed you. You basically program the settings and it will cut the ice to specified values. That's exactly why we see Drake enter the scene and he starts to take measurements. He's taking the measurements. He's confirming that it's the right size for whatever sculpture that he wants. Now, we can assume all day what the sculpture could be. Maybe it's like an owl or something that's related to the album. Right now, we're on episode 1 of Iceman. I have a prediction that episode 2 will probably see the sculptures or we'll see them at some point. This looks like it's going to be a series. There's more to come. We then see a bunch of other blocks that appear to be the same dimensions, possibly waiting to be machined into other sculptures. Drake then walks through the warehouse, and you can see he has a clipboard and a measuring tape. The scene then switches to a very familiar place for most of us, as right now we are in the employee lunchroom. You can see we have a We the North Raptors flag, which honestly was just probably there because don't forget, we are in Toronto. Drake eventually comes in, and you could see he's wearing the Iceman hoodie, and he's really playing the part of a guy getting on his lunch break. You could see he's got some food in a microwave, he's got his cup of coffee, and he's about to sit down for his break. Then we get like a whole lot of nostalgia on the TV. Next, we see a really old preview from around 2006 for Drake's single City Is Mine from his debut mixtape Room for Improvement. What's even crazier is that the person filming literally predicts the future.
Gonna lock Tio down for the next 15 summers.
Whoever's on that camera just spoke all this into existence. He was like bang on.
Speaking of going way back in time, I just found out that I'm 6.2% Irish.
Oh my God, he's gonna sell me this shit right now. Let's skip your whole commercial, buddy. Shouts to all the sponsors if you have one. I don't, so skipping that. My heritage, if you want me to talk about it on my channel, you already know the email is thecheatchallenge@gmail.com. Send us the money.
Next, we could see Drake mingling with the people in the city of Toronto, and it's clear that he's got some decent local buzz.
That's my favorite song ever. The truth right here. Drake.
Shout to my boy Nelly.
Now, I'm not from Toronto, so I can really only try my best here, but Drake looks to be walking in Dundas Square, maybe even Yonge Street, which is some of the busier parts of downtown. That's definitely where all the action is, and you could see that some people are recognizing him, but for the most part, he's walking freely through the city like a normal pedestrian. Make a mental note of this because these streets he's walking down, the way he's interacting with the fans, that's all important for later. There's also some familiar faces. It's pretty blurry, but this definitely looks like Nico, and much like a lot of Drake's team, he's a co-founding member of OVO, and he's still in the picture today. These guys are a close-knit team, right? And I always felt like that stood for something for Drake, that the closest people in his life have really been with him for over 20 years, a long time. Next, we get footage where Drake claims he's in a studio and he cracks a joke about how he's writing lyrics for someone else.
But I'm in the studio writing, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to put them on. I don't know if Nick told you, but I write all of Nick's rhymes.
This game, you're not ready.
Now, the person that he's referring to is American rapper Nicholas F. This was an old friend of Drake's during the Room for Improvement days, and you could see he's featured on a bunch of tracks from that tape. He's also featured on the Comeback season as well. Next, we see Drake on stage at a show, and I'm pretty sure this took place at Cool Haas in Toronto back in 2006. This was when Drake opened up for Ice Cube, and he only got $100 for the show. And he's definitely on some backpack shit. We hear a lot of Budden influence. And honestly, if someone else knows, leave it in the comments, but I have no idea what he's performing here.
Yeah.
If the crowd was there to see Ice Cube, it's definitely a bold move to do an a cappella performance like this, but he does a good job. It's pretty muffled, but a few standout lines that I caught were when he mentioned a bunch of Toronto rappers. And he also had a line where he says, they frequently visit, but didn't even know we rap.
Say dudes who frequently visit but never knew we rap. Glenn Lewis, make sure you put it down when you truly back.
Nothing was handed to Drake.
Wow.
Like, you know, the odds were actually grossly stacked against him, if we're being real. Next.
By the way, guys, this is a glazer. If you haven't picked up on it, this guy is glazing the shit out of this. So I didn't know all of this, so he's piecing it all together. He's explaining it.
We cut into an exclusive announcement. Drake is sipping a coffee, and on screen we see the words, "What did I miss?" And this is when he previews a brand new record. We see Drake standing in the back portion of his new Texas mansion. This was a $15 million crib in Brenham, which sits on 313 acres and was a recent purchase for Drake in October of last year. Now, I'm not from Texas, but I know that guns are a pretty big deal there. And obviously, Drake has some sort of special license because he's got a lot of artillery. Some of these weapons look like military-grade machine guns. And the question needs to be asked, what sort of statement is Drake trying to make here with a scene like this? I look at it in two different ways, so here's my theories. We see all the weapons laying on their sides. They're all pointing in the same direction, except for two larger machine guns, which are pointing towards each other. The smaller guns could really represent all the rappers who just took shots at him. Drake is basically saying, none of that shit worked because I'm still here. I'm still standing. However, there is a bigger war at play that supersedes anything that those rappers have going on, because the real war for...
So he's saying that in the video, the Iceman, the new song that he dropped in the Iceman episode 1, there's a part where he's standing with all the guns, and all the guns are pointing in one direction, and all those guns pointing in one direction are all the ops, and the two snipers pointing at each other. That's who the snipers. He's one of the snipers.
Drake are with some very powerful people. The machine guns represent a higher class, something the smaller guns couldn't go up against even if they wanted to, and that could be related to what Drake has going on with UMG. My second theory goes the completely other way with it. In the song I'm about to break down, Drake is coming with a really aggressive energy. He continually says, "Let's go." It's with all these guns where Drake could be saying, I'm back, I'm fully loaded, I got a lot of ammo on all you guys, I can go multiple rounds, I could take this in many different directions. You guys really fucked up because I'm not going out like you thought. I can go the distance.
I don't give a fuck if you love me. I don't give a fuck if you like me.
So pretty direct. Drake has been getting a lot of hate post beef. A lot of people turned on him, so he's letting them know.
Asking me how did it feel? Can't say it didn't surprise me.
Again, same energy. Drake is not all that shocked with some of these guys switching up. Keep in mind, he also has an active lawsuit with UMG, so this could easily pertain to some of the executives too. UMG made billions of dollars off Drake, right?
Last time I looked to my right, you niggas was standing beside me.
So again, Future, ASAP, The Weeknd, Rick Ross, Kendrick, all people.
Drake gets so emotional, yo.
People that Drake helped. And this is all fitting in with the Iceman theme, right? Like, fuck all you guys, bro. It's over.
Some people I love hang around pussies who try me.
This one is very likely directed at LeBron, who switched up on Drake and went to the pop-out show to support Kendrick. And honestly, I think this one definitely cut Drake the deepest. If you really want, I could do a piece on LeBron and Drake. like that whole history, leave it in the comments. Next, we hit the hook, and right off rip, the production definitely goes crazy.
What did I miss?
And now we get the first verse.
Oh, I'm whipping around on like 600 acres. Let's go.
Drake claims he's cruising on 600 acres. I thought the house that he bought was 313, but who knows? Maybe he bought the neighbor's lot. Nothing surprises me. I do remember when Drake and Rick Ross were going back and forth. They were talking about their mansions and how much land they had, which is interesting because it happened before he bought this new Texas spot. Ross is currently sitting on 235 acres in Georgia. And with this recent purchase, Drake is now sitting on 313 in Texas. We couldn't relate. This is how rich people fight.
Oh, you niggas just better not ask for no favor. Let's go.
So again, Metro, Future, Rick Ross, any of you guys that switched up, stay on that side. No more favors. Best of luck to you.
Love for my brothers and debt to a trader. Let's go.
Like I said earlier about Drake's team, I think this whole entire ordeal finally made him realize that these industry relationships are fickle. And from here on out, it's his immediate team only.
She might decide to say no to me now, but say yes to me later. Let's go.
This one could really be about anyone. Drake might be trying to slide into someone's DMs. Maybe they passed him up at one point. He's saying that could change. So again, this could be about anyone, right? But Rick Ross does have an ex-baby mama. She actually has 3 kids with Rick Ross. Her name is Brianna Camille. She is from Florida. Her ass is definitely nice. I don't know if it's fake or real, but that could definitely be a reach.
Hey, what's up, guys? I found this beer left.
Motherfucker's crazy.
Again, I think this could pertain to anyone who switched up on Drake to support Kendrick, who is really a self-proclaimed Drake hater.
What's the get back for niggas is TBD. I look at this shit like a BTC. Could be down this week, then I'm up next week.
BTC. He's talking about Bitcoin. He wow.
Really like this line. Drake's planning on getting his revenge, but it's all up in the air. He references Bitcoin, which is extremely volatile. One week it's up, the next week it's way down. He's basically saying that they can't predict his next moves. I mean, I don't think anyone predicted what he did tonight. Like, this is crazy. I think even the biggest Drake hater can admit that this is a really fucking dope concept. Next, we see a message on the screen with some interesting spelling, and now we see Drake at the CNC machine dancing. So it's pretty clear that those other blocks that we looked at, they're definitely in place for more sculptures. Then we get the second verse.
Punch in the face of some TLC shit on the dead guy. Some TLC shit, cause you gon' need a chili ice pack for your left eye.
Now, this is very high level writing. It's absolutely fire. In the first line, Drake says you could get punched in the face on some TLC shit, which is a wrestling reference to tables, ladders, and chairs match. These matches are notoriously violent, and Drake is saying whenever they meet is going to get ugly. He even makes a bit of a West Coast reference here, and he says on the dead guys, where usually you hear on the dead homies. And then there's the fact that Kendrick literally said these exact same words on GNX.
On the dead guys, nigga, I ain't going.
Then in the second line, he says on some TLC shit, this time referencing the iconic R&B group. And then he says you're going to need a chili ice pack for your left eye, which is really dope because applying an ice pack to someone's eye is a form of TLC, like what your mom would do as a kid, showing tender love and care. It's here where he's also making a reference to 2 of the members in the TLC group, Chili and Left Eye. Lastly, the more obvious, someone is going to literally get punched in their left eye. Fire.
I'm back in your city tonight, walking around my head high.
So it's here where Drake says he's going to be walking around LA with his head up high. And let's be real here, being called a pedophile is disgusting. Kendrick better hope that he never runs into Drake's team. It would get very ugly because it's far beyond a battle for Drake at this point, clearly. I don't see a world where they cross paths anytime soon.
I saw bro in the pop out with Denver and did Ryan Gangsta's headlines.
All right, so again, LeBron is catching some heat for showing up to the pop-out show. He had a very close friendship with Drake, and he claims that LeBron was dick riding since his track Headlines. And I even found a tweet from 2011 from LeBron where he said that was one of his favorite songs. Did he say headlines or hairlines? Or is it both? Like, because
It's
LeBron had a
both.
crazy ass hairline.
It feels like nobody's there until you start giving out two-tone. And nobody cares until they're in front of your tombstone.
So this line is also fire, and I also found it pretty sad. Drake is basically saying that nobody is truly loyal and that they only care when you're forking out money and gifts, like a two-tone watch. But don't forget, Drake helps people out with hooks and features, and he does this in two tones by rapping and singing. That I really like too. In the second line, he's talking about how nobody cares until a person is dead, which is insanely true even outside of being a celebrity. It's a story as old as time. I'm pretty sure Nipsey had like a quote at one point, like gives flowers when you could smell them or something like that.
Y'all been on that type of timing for too long.
Playing off the reference to the watch, Drake claims that these guys have been this way for a very long time. They have used him to no avail.
ICEMAN, Tiffany, blue stones. I done made plenty shit right at a two-wrong shit. Let's go.
So this is the first time that we hear Drake make a reference to ICEMAN in his lyrics. We can definitely assume at this point that the album will be called ICEMAN. He says ICEMAN, Tiffany, blue stones, and he did make a post about 6 weeks ago with what looks to be an iced out Daytona, and it does appear to be blue. The last line is pretty much a twist on the old saying, two wrongs don't make a right, where Drake is saying that he defies that. He's turned a lot of pain into progress, conflict into profit. For him, wrongs do make a right. This is pretty much exactly what I was talking about in my video 2 weeks ago. So that does it
Drake
for the
is
second
still-
verse.
Drake
But
still
just
got
to
it.
talk
Drake
about the
still got
optics
it.
of what Drake is doing here, he's literally saying all this while in a freezer. He's basically saying at this point, he has turned to ice. He's cold-hearted. It's fuck everyone. It's fuck the label. Fuck the haters, the industry. This is ICEMAN. By the way, it's 3 a.m. I'm really working here. Hit the like button if you can.
That's
Now, for the last
crazy.
verse, Drake really
Oh,
comes
chat.
with a whole lot of
The link is going to be in the description. Go check it out, guys. And that's about it. We're wrapping this one up. You already know it's your boy Chief from the Cheat Challenge. Go to YouTube, subscribe, drop a like, put a comment wherever you guys want me to review something. Anything, it don't matter. I'm going to cover it anyway. I don't care if you give me permission, and I don't care if you tell me to review it. But thank you anyway, guys. Thank you for stopping by. And this is your boy Chief from the Cheat Challenge. Remember, namaste. And remember that karma is a motherfucker. So give, because you never know when you're going to need it to give back. And if you take, just best believe that karma will take from you. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And if you like episodes like this, you're going to see that YouTube is going to refer you another one of these videos. If it doesn't, it's because you didn't hit like on this video, so it doesn't think that you like it. So hit the like button before you leave. And don't forget, hit the bell notification so you never miss an episode, because we just be dropping 2 or 3 sometimes a week, sometimes 2 or 3 a day. So we love you and thank you for being part of the community. Peace. 1,000, my people. What's good, chat? Welcome to the Cheat Challenge. I'm your boy Cheat from the Bronx, and welcome to the new episode. Don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when we drop a new episode. Peace.